What's up to Lion Talk Live? So we love you too, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew. This is Ball Hawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
I love nothing more than watching Lions Talk Live every morning. Woo!
All right, greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again today, Dan Thornton, and I'm coming at you with some breaking news. This has now been confirmed from multiple different reports, including friend of the show, Jeff Risden. I've got also some beat reporters over in the Denver market reporting this. As we were talking to you guys earlier today, I should say, right around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals entered into negotiations with the Denver Broncos to try to acquire a wide receiver that was going to be cut at that time. That is, the wide receiver is Tim Patrick. Most of you may know him, 6'4", 6'5", has a injury history, and that trade did not come to fruition. For whatever reasons, I don't have details why that happened, but as you also probably know from the 53-man cut down earlier today, the Lions left one spot open. They had 52 spots open. A lot of speculation what they were going to do with that spot, and now it is corroborated from multiple different reports from both Detroit and Denver media that the Detroit Lions are going to sign Tim Patrick. So if you don't know a lot about him, yes, he is an outstanding player. He's got some real strengths. He's got some real size. He's got some real speed. You know, the whole shebang-a-bang. He's 6'4" and 3/4. So I'm just going to call him 6'5", roughly 215 pounds. Came from the University of San Diego, California. Great place, by the way. Kids played for the Ravens, 49ers, Broncos, etc. But he does have an injury history with his knees. We've all speculated that Brad Holmes was going to do something when the cuts came down. A ton of teams letting go of a ton of good quality wide receivers. Like I said, Patrick does have an injury history with his knees. It seems the Detroit Lions feel comfortable signing him, and he is going to be added to the 53-man roster. It would be my anticipation he's in Detroit within 48 hours. My guess is really tomorrow to begin his preparation, become the number 5 wide receiver for the Detroit Lions. Maybe he can Scooby-Doo and work his way up to the number 4 spot. I do believe this does not change Khalif Raymond's position with the team as the number 3 receiver. So what do you guys have to think about it? Some surprise cuts, some surprise moves. We'll dive into this deeper in the morning show. But I would say this, if you look over this Detroit Lions roster, now that we know who's what and where and all that stuff, it's a pretty deep team. I was talking to Sarge Tony Libretto just a little bit ago about the strengths of the team. In my opinion, this is the deepest Detroit Lions defense we've seen in probably 30 years. The offense probably going to be very similar to last year, maybe even better as some of those younger players grow and develop, maturate, etc. And now you throw into a big X-wide receiver like Tim Patrick, and I think, man, you're starting to feel pretty dang comfortable with this Detroit Lions team. Amon-Ra St. Brown has been on record saying he's going to play more X receiver while still doing his slot receiver duties. Jameson Williams starting to emerge. Obviously, Sam Laporta seems to be healthy or very close to being 100% healthy at this point as he's going through workouts with the team, as we reported at Lions Talk Live Saturday in pregame warmups before the Pittsburgh Steelers game. The only real question we seemed to have was, would the Lions make a move for another receiver? All reports are indicating this is a done deal. So again, I don't have anything directly from the Detroit Lions, but I do get it from multiple different Detroit outlets, also Denver outlets reporting it. So I'm going to assume it is a crystal clear done deal job. So it'll be interesting to find out why the trade did not happen. My anticipation is just both sides could not come to full agreement on a compensatory pick. I'm sorry if I'm murdering the English language, but it happens, guys. All right, let's get over to you guys, Duke Crew, see what you guys have to say about this. Dennis, hey. Celine first. All right, we'll go with that. Giovanni, what do you got? Yo, how you doing? Hatman, hey, Dan, I'm on time. Hey, there you go. Way to report for unreported broadcast. David Dixon, yeah, big smiley face there. All right, we'll go. Addo Hardley, what do you got? Woo! And you know what, just for you, just for, because I don't know if I can get you this often with this, so just to make your day. 9 drinks, Super Bowl or bust, 100%. Xander, Tim Patrick, welcome to Detroit. I'll go with that. Dennis, woo! Let's see, Leonard, what do you got? Woo! We'll go with you too. Hetman, did you get Patrick? Did I get him? No, I didn't. But I will say this: I did get, like you said, somewhere around 3:00, 3:30. I got some Detroit media friends who reported out to me and said Lions are trying to trade for him, etc. I also want to say Hutch Jr. I know sometimes people razz him because of one particular story, but got to move on for it. He was all over this as well, and you know what? It looks like they were all pretty correct. Lions clearly had interest in him. The trade, for whatever reason, did not shake out. It turns out, hey, we got him anyway, so good for the Detroit Lions. All right, Superdome or bust, I'll go with that. Superdome, Super Bowl, all the above. 9 drinks, woo! Giovanni, woo! Detroit D, awesome, 100%. Des, hope he stays healthy. Me too, man. And that's going to be the big thing with him because of the knee injury and histories the last 2 years. But there's no denying his size, and when he's healthy, he will be able to contribute. Let's see, Hardy, what do you got? Patrick plus Goff equals TD. I would agree with that. See, Donkey Kong, always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Superdome or bust, 1,000%. Donkey Kong, the prophet of the world, says Lions going 17-0 in the regular season. Leonard, hit that like button, fellas. Yes, if you could, please take a half second of time, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. As you guys know, it helps the channel out exponentially. Celine, what do you got? 313. Let's hope he pans out. Me too, man. But I will say this: if he doesn't, if you guys looked over the waiver wires, there are a ton of guys available that could probably come in and help, and a lot of them are going to be competing with each other to get spots on teams. Here's Johnny. What? Yes, and shocked face. There you go, Dennis. I like it. 100% raw health. Yeah, I'll go with that. Andrew, another torn ACL and Achilles guy? Question mark. Can we never get a fully healthy player? Hey. Brad Holmes likes to cook. What can I say? He likes to cook with injured people. See, here's Johnny taking a flyer. What can it hurt? Really, probably not much. If he does get hurt, he's probably just your number 5 receiver. Maybe he works his way up to the number 4. But I think we all been pretty impressed with Isaiah Williams, Khalif Raymond. They're going to keep him probably on a pitch count. You do think probably some more 2 tight end sets. You're probably going to have Gibbs flex out to receiver from time to time. Same with Vaki. So yeah, good stuff there. Trump's hope bet signs on the squad. I think he will probably be on the practice squad. Frank the Tank, I agree with everything you're saying, Dan. Hey, every once in a while I get something right. I will try not to let it go to my head. Hatman, don't need him every game, just the big games. There you go. Let's see, Anthony, that's the guy I told you about this morning, Coach, before the show, and thanks for that. Thank you very much for being ahead of it. Shake and Bake, what up, Dan and One Pride family? Question mark. Strickland was a pleasant surprise. One Pride, exclamation point. Go Lions. Yeah, he was, man, and I really liked the kid. I'll be fully honest. I didn't have him making it just because I thought there was such depth there. But one thing I was right on was 2 aspects. One, I thought we'd keep 10 offensive linemen. That came to fruition. I did expect a few or at least one other change over who we did keep. And the secondary, I thought we'd keep a lot of depth there. I'm going to say this to you guys. We'll dive into it in the morning show. But I think this is a huge tell the type of defense the Detroit Lions are going to play. They are going to be playing no-fly zone, in-your-face defense. And they're going to be coming to bury some other teams' quarterbacks. If you're a quarterback in the NFC North, you are going to get hit by the Detroit Lions. The other team's quarterback's going to go down, and he's going to go down hard often. I'll put it that way. All right, Doug, we have the money, need and experience, and an X fits. Yes, he does. Frank Tank, easy Donkey Kong. Hey, I'm okay with it, man. 17-0, I'll take that. Dennis, when we start signing players to the practice squad? Tomorrow. I think they should be able to start signing tomorrow once everybody clears waivers, except. Now, if you're a vested vet, over 4 years experience in the league, you don't have to do that. You can just go and sign, which is why this is happening. See, Sanders, what do you got? Big mistake letting Betts go. He outplayed all others. We seen this preseason. Peace out. We'll see what happens, man. He might get added to the practice squad. David, while I hope he can last, we haven't been too good with receivers. No, that's probably the one area, unfortunately, Brad Holmes has struggled in. Here's Johnny. Wait and see move 100%. See, Marcus, OJ lives. And that might be true. Let's see, Dr. Fu. Sup, Coach? Go Lions. 100%. Good to see you, man. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Same with you, Marcus. So good to see you guys in the chat. Shake and bake. See, Brad Holmes is supposed to address the presser this Thursday. Yeah, he'll have a full breakdown of everything, I'm sure. See, did they trade for him or did he sign as a free agent? Free agent. So again, they tried to trade for him earlier today, somewhere after 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Them and the Cincinnati Bengals both tried to go out and acquire him. Now, I do not have any details what was offered, why it didn't happen, but in the end of the day, my guess is it was some type of pick that would be pertinent to his play and abilities, whatever, like a 7th-round pick. Hey, if he gets enough snaps, reps, etc., they get that. Otherwise, no, they don't get any kind of compensation. Probably that's also why Denver moved off it and just said, hey, we're just going to let him choose where he's going to go. Tim, who is it? It is, Tim Patrick. So do you want to check him out? You can Scooby-Doo him and Google him. But 6'5", been in the league a little bit. He is a journeyman. He knows he's no stranger to the NFL. He's not a rookie. He's going to be able to pick up things pretty quick. Say Detroit Sports Talk. Let's go. 100%. Detroit Sports Talk. He is a big body wide receiver. Yes, he is. Marcus O.J. lives. Woo! You know what? And just for you, my friend. There we go. Walt, hope it works out 100%. The Tim Reaper, smash that like and subscribe button. What up, Dude Crew? Question mark. Woo! And thank you for that, Tim, as always. Raw, not bad. I will go with that, Raw Podcast. Anthony, how did we get him without giving up any capital? Man, that's just how Brad Holmes works, man. Frank the Tank, is he healthy right now? He is. And most reports said he did pretty well this preseason with stuff. I can't, say that I watched anything or have any kind of insight information for you. I can only go by what little I was able to get before going on at, whatever time it was, like 3:30, 3:45 or whatever today. All right, Mike, Noah Brown cut would be nice. Could happen, and woo, it could still happen. Brent Lombardi, no bust. There you go. Detroit Sports Talk, A.J. Dillon out for the season with a neck injury for the Packers. Yeah, I hope he's okay, man. It happens, man. And obviously, as a selfish Lions fan, I'm happy he's out. But for the human being that is A.J. Dillon, I hope he's okay, man. See, Debate T, what do you got? Wow, you are the best Lions source. I want to know about that, but you know what? I at least work hard. How about that? See, Sanders, how many injury-prone players did we keep? That's the big question. Selena 313, think we're going to add different waiver wire wide receiver guys to the practice squad before the season or try and bring back guys we let go if they clear waivers. Yeah, I think we're not done. I think the next 72 hours, 48 hours, you'll still see some more moves by most teams. 313, what do you got? A news on Pico? The only thing I can say is he was cut, as you guys are probably aware, but they're not letting him walk out of here unless they really do believe DJ Reader is right as rain, good to go, especially with, Martin being on the IR for a couple weeks now. So yeah, I think that's a strong indication to everybody. DJ Reader, he's good to go. See, Brad's pot is always simmering and the cooking never stops. I would agree with that. And I think he went into, the cuts anticipating he'd be able to get a quality wide receiver, a veteran wide receiver to add to this team. So I don't think he was ever really worried about it. KD, wow, let's go. 100%. Good to see you, my friend, as always. Trumps, does Betts have to clear waivers? I don't think so. I think he's vested enough. I'd have to check on that because I just don't know if it applies to how many years he's had in the league. I think you have to have 4, but I just don't remember offhand if he's had 4. Gary, Coach, thank you for keeping us up to date on all this. You are one of the best in the business. I'll take that, and thank you for that. There are better. I just try to work hard. See, Paul, do you have another channel for real estate? Question mark. I do not. I do have one that, really, to be fair, I haven't ran in a couple weeks now for stocks and real estate. I just haven't messed with it. It's sometime, man. You can't do everything all the time. So, all right. Anyways, Greg C. He is a near perfect fit! Exclamation point. Sean Payton even described him as having, quote, grit with his toughness and whatnot. Hey, that's a good quote there. Thank you for that, Greg. See, shake and bake. The Lions need to bring back Megatron for the first-hand game against the Lambs. Okay, one pride. Go Lions. Hey, let's hope they can. If they can get Megatron to come back, that'd be great. Brett, another red zone weapon for golf. 100%. Raw podcast. We have 6 receivers this year. We will have. Okay. Sports Chatter. Glad to see Timmy P landed with Detroit Lions. He's a good fit in the locker room as well as on the field. Yeah, it sounds like he's going to be a real good fit for us. Frank Dan, the man working hard. I'm trying, man. I am trying. See, T, what do you got? Hopefully better trade than the last one with the Broncos. Hey, that probably a lot of truth there. It's too bad because, Benson, I thought he had some potential, but it didn't pan out. David, wonder why they just didn't sign St. Brown's brother right away. He is 6'5" also. When you're labeled, and I'm going to give Kurt Steele a lot of credit for this. When you're labeled a blocking wide receiver, that's probably not a good thing for a wide receiver. So I don't know enough about Equestrius Brown to be able to have any kind of real info take on him. So I'm just going to say he wanted to sign with Detroit before. Detroit didn't sign him. That probably tells you what the Detroit staff thinks of him, unfortunately. See, Marcus, any updates on practice squad roster? No, we should know that within the next 24, 48 hours, though. So once it gets released, I'll get it over to you guys as fast as possible. 101, Dead Pup. There we go. That name, man. Why the heck are we a management for players with injury histories? Magna, excuse me. I hate the risk, and we constantly doing it. Hey, you just got to say that they clearly feel good with him for whatever reasons. Those guys, Scheffler is reporting Patrick to Lions practice squad. Could be, but you know what? I'm guessing he's probably going to go to the regular roster. But again, this is all, I'm kind of doing it as it's happening. So if it happens, it happens. All right, Frank, trading for nobody. Yes, they didn't have to trade for anybody. Cortez, what do you got? Which 6'5" receiver do we sign? So that is Tim Patrick, formerly of the Denver Broncos. Good question there. Michael D, good evening, Coach and Duke crew. Exclamation points. In Brad, we trust. Woo! And 100% with that, I would agree, Michael. Good to see you this evening. Frank, thanks, 6'5" body. That's we all wanted. Yes, we did. Raw podcast, Tim Patrick, wide receiver. Marcus Patrick had great hands and size. No, did he? There you go. Troy, let's go. 100%. Good evening, my friend. Brett, how bad is his knee injury? Man, he's busted up both of them pretty good, but you got to believe that if they're putting him on the field, he's cleared all the medicals. Okay, KT, I'm still hoping for Noah Brown released by Texans. A lot of people are jumping on for him. So, and I get it, man. The kid can play. So we'll see if he still ends up being acquired by Detroit. But, we'll have to wait and see what happens in time. Bo, Brad Holmes kind of guy, exclamation point, still need to pass physical. Yes, he does. See, Frank the Tank, about to watch some tape on Patrick. Yes, you should. See, watching on more. What do you got? Go Lions when it comes to players picked, turning some Hupkins into muscle cars. Let's hope so. Let's see, Frank Tank, I bet you 95% of the league players are injured. Yeah, it's the nature of this game, man. I mean, if you played any time in the NFL or, college football, heck, man, high school football, you're going to be injured. Your body is going to feel it. Giovanni, what do you got? Who did you, Dan, want to make the roster that isn't here? Oh, boy, I'd have to go back to and one, I can tell you, Jones, the tackle. I really wanted him to make the team. Bo Plan, I really wanted to make the team. And I get why they didn't. But just not to get off topic, but those are probably two, Giovanni, that I wanted. Shift guy, what do you got? I love it, 100%. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and a couple more here. Paper bag, like and subscribe, all Gold Lions. Thank you for that, paper bag. And Bo, multi-dimensional chess, and that is what Brad Holmes does. I think we all get that. If I'm going to get out of here, guys. Before I do, if you take a half second time, hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, do something kind for somebody you don't know, be a good human being, and we'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.
Happy trail.